Hey everyone, my name is Tegan and welcome back to TandeWrites, where today we're going to be talking about Augusta Pine Does Not Exist by Emily Lloyd-Jones. I received an advance copy from the publisher, not even for an honest review, just for me to have, which was so much exciting, but I'm going to give that review anyway. When Augusta Pine was 15, she had to cast autopilot and accidentally killed her first crush. She was given two options: spend 20 years in prison for manslaughter or serve 10 years as an undercover spy with no official existence. She chose the second. Now 18-year-old Augusta's family thinks she died in a car crash, and her only friends are her professional handler, Prefect, and a snarky sentient AI spy bot called Edgar. She rents a room in a smart apartment complex on a rare weekend to herself and makes grand plans to do nothing but relax until 6 cyber terrorists hack into the building and imprison the residents. To save everyone, Augusta will have to rely on her wits and her own criminal skills to stay one step ahead of the killers. For the first time in her life, could it pay to not exist? Augusta Pine Does Not Exist is set in the near future where physical IDs have been replaced by permanent biometric tattoos to combat identity theft. It's about a lot of things: the lengths we go to for family, how technology is encroaching into our lives, how we recover from mistakes we've made, and of course a very snarky heroine. It also has a slightly sociopathic AI spy bot that looks like a bumblebee, and he is my favourite. I will confess that I originally had doubts about this book, and those doubts were definitely misplaced. I've read some of Emily Lloyd-Jones' works in the past, but I've only read her Welsh myth retellings and not the books that came before that are more aligned with the current one. So I wasn't sure what to expect, or if what I loved about her writing in the Welsh books would translate to a different genre. But this book is clever and twisty and surprisingly funny. I found it unputdownable at points. It's fast-paced and compelling, and I would have happily stayed up all night to keep reading. There was never a lack of action. Some of the flashback scenes did take me out of the story, but I overall did enjoy the snippets of Augusta's file and the cases she's previously worked on to paint a more solid picture of this near-future world and what it took for Augusta to survive in her situation. What I find to be the overarching message of the book, resisting the AI takeover, is more relevant than ever. There have been a lot of recent sci-fi and dystopia releases that take a firm anti-AI approach, and I'm interested in how many of them were conceived or drafted over 5 years ago, when the current state of technology was just fiction and dystopia rather than a reality. I also appreciated the exploration of moral complexity interwoven with dilemmas of technological advancement. This technology is improving a lot of people's lives, but at what cost? If you're looking for a quirky, quick-paced and relatively light-hearted spy heist, this one is for you. It's currently a standalone, but I would be interested in more books featuring these characters and this universe, regardless of length. And I gave this book 4 stars on Goodreads, so it's probably a solid 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. And let's go back to talking about my little PR package, because that was so much fun. Yeah, I unboxed it fully on a short, but we'll talk about it here. First up, obviously, we have the book. Then we have these glasses, which are, I believe, meant to be reminiscent of the visors that Augusta wears in the book, where you have these glasses on, and it's any kind of glasses you can see in sci-fi. It has AI and screens above your eyes, and it's great. And they also scramble cameras, so her identity cannot be revealed. Then we had this top secret do not eat cookie, which I said I was going to eat at the end of the book. I might just wait to release day. And release day is 9th of July 2026, by the way. And then this box, when it came, it was full of so many paper worms that I missed the little few things at the bottom. So we also got I believe it's a temporary tattoo of the biometric ID tattoos, which is very fun. In the book, it's on your wrist. I don't remember if it's the front or the back. But it lines up nicely with like my hands there. That's quite fun, quite exciting. And then my favourite little bit hidden away is this little honeybee charm that was right at the bottom, which I believe is, well, obviously it's a reference to Edgar, the AI spy bot, who is the heart and soul of the story for me. So thank you to Penguin and Penguin Random House for sending me this book. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for watching this review, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.